Hello everybody, Flick here, and it's time for yet another Let's Look At, and as you'll see on the screen today we're looking at a Jasper Brine game called Lone Survivor. You may have heard of it, it was critically acclaimed on the PC. This however is the, as of, by the time this video goes live, newly released Director's Cut, which is available for PS3 and the Vita as well. Vita, Vita, whatever. If you buy it on one, apparently it's playable across both. So I'll talk a bit about the game, but I'd rather just jump in. I do have a game in progress, I've been playing it for about 3 hours now. Maybe a bit less than that, I'm not sure. And I don't want to show too far into the game since it's story driven. So we'll go to the new game and I hope that it won't erase my other game. It may do. If it does, keep in mind the sacrifice I'm making for you. So we'll see the intro to the game here. Oh, overwrite current game. I will have to do it. I don't want to give away later in the game, so yes I will. And so it begins again, indeed. Before you start, the ritual is strongly advised. So yeah, this is how to enjoy the game to its fullest. This is how the game starts, telling you to, play in the dark, play with sound effects, etc. Disable trophy notifications. I didn't do that, and I haven't seen any pop up yet. So either I'm just playing really badly, or I haven't met the criteria for any yet. So we'll just fast forward that. Although it tells you to play in the dark with headphones on, what I really like is that it doesn't rely on the kind of horror that I've moaned about before in videos, which is jump scares. I like psychological kind of horror where, yeah, you might jump at things, but only because of the terrifying atmosphere that the game's created, rather than, oh, I've hit an event square, so a monster closet's going to jump out in front of me. That's the kind of horror I hate. So anyway, this is difficulty that the game is asking me about now. I'll say that I'm new to this because I find normal challenging at times. You can defend yourself eventually, however most of the time you are simply avoiding, I don't know if I should call them zombies, monsters, and you appear to be the sole, well, lone survivor to go by the title I guess. However there is obviously more weird things going on. I don't want to share my thoughts on the story in case I'm right, but I've got some theories about maybe the undercurrent of what's actually going on. There's a bit of a Silent Hill theme going on here, and Silent Hill is one of my favourite horror games ever. So this is myself talking. Been a while since Outbreak started, that much I know. Hold up with the sound of those things outside, monsters I guess you'd call them. As far as I know I'm the only one left, the lone survivor. And that indeed is the intro. So your character, I'm going to fast forward the dialogue a little bit because I know a kind of stopping point I want to get to and I don't want the video to go on too long. I also don't want to give away too much, but I think the point of the story I have in mind to stop at, it would give you a good idea of what it's like to play the game. So basically your character, he's been surviving on his own in his apartment while an outbreak has happened, apparently. But he's running low on supplies and he's reached the conclusion he can't hang around where he is now, he has to find a way out. So this is the tutorial, which I will try and get through as quickly as possible. Maybe if I'd not picked normal mode, it wouldn't have done this. And this is telling me the basic button for interaction. And there's a cup of coffee, there's a man with... Talk to man who wears a box. I have my theories about him, he pops up now and then. A double espresso coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I think my character does. Lovely indeed. And then a little bit of radio static, and we're back into the next bit. And this is teaching you about the other element of the game, which plays more of an important part. I think it's the stealth aspect. I don't know if it's stealth, more like hide and seek I guess. So the lights went out again. Come on, come back on. There we go. And in front of me is one of those creatures. They kind of look like dogs standing on their hind legs to me. Skinned dogs, but either way, kind of freaky. It's one of those things, I don't think it can see me. Wait, it looks like there's a hiding spot just behind it. I'll see if I can sneak past. So the idea is here, I want to walk behind him, don't want to alert him, and then hide in here, and you're basically invisible to the enemies if you ever find one of these hiding spots in which you kind of just push yourself into the background of the way you're moving. The game is all kind of 2D like this, and sometimes there's doors and things on the front of the screen. You'll see it later on. And then look at the curtains. Might as well go through here, why not? And then there's a strange looking lady. Hello indeed. And she's ignoring me. It's like real life. Kind of rude, isn't it? I like the character you're playing as kind of has a shrug shoulders static animation that he seems to do if you just stand still regardless of what's being said. Sometimes it detracts from what's being said as a result, but it's kind of funny. Did he just shoot her with his hand? I think he might have. And then he took a flower, but no, it's a flashlight. It looks like a flower to me for his lapel, but never mind, he's not wearing a tux. Oh, and there was a spooky person watching him there, and now we have woken up into his apartment and we can start playing the game properly. Now keep in mind, it is essentially a survival slash horror slash puzzle game. However, I've played all these parts, so I'm going to know roughly where I'm going. I mean, I did play it a few hours ago now, but so keep in mind, you will see spoilers for the first part of the game about what to do. It's time to face the outside world again. Every time you sleep, the game saves. So if you die, it will return to there. We've got a green pill there I will pick up. I'm not going to go into detail about what some of the items do because that's part of the fun. Also, if you ever forget what your objective is, read your own diary and it informs you, which I thought was a nice touch. We'll use the radio here to see if there's anything. We the survivors praying for ... in 203. That's all I could get. So he decides, or I decide, to head to apartment 203 because there might be something going on there. We'll look in the cupboard first, read something written in chalk, and it's the tutorial. So there's your buttons. You don't really need your flashlight on, and if you have your flashlight on, the enemies see you a lot better, so it's actually advantageous to only turn it on when you require it. There's a window here out to the fire escape, but it's locked, so we'll just leave our bedroom. This is still our apartment. We've got a kitchen here, and this is the door out. And, or is that the door out? Let me check. No, that's locked. Okay, never mind about that. This is the kitchen in here for sure. And there's a front door key, which we require to leave. We have a stove where we can cook food. Food is important. You can actually starve. You can also get sleep deprivation. There's a cat plush. I never found what that was for yet. And there's a piece of paper. I won't read that. Diary pages, old notes, etc. give away parts of the story to try and clue you into what might or might not be going on. So my fridge, for some reason, is filled with rotting meat. The rotting meat has a purpose. You can only ever carry 6 and you can use it to distract the zombies, monsters, whatever you want to call them. I mean, they look like zombies, I guess. So we'll head out of our apartment and move on a little bit. Oh, okay, no. I'm going to open the door first and then go to sleep and then go out. He had a pretty taxing day. He moved all the way to the kitchen and then all the way back. I mean, that would tire anybody out. So usually when you sleep as well... Did he just say it was... Oh no, he's going to do it anyway. Isn't he? Stop shrugging your shoulders and sleep, man. Usually when you go to sleep you get some kind of vivid dream. However, because this is still just the start of the first day or second day now, technically nothing happened there. However, things do get creepier as they go along. And for being a 2D game, I find it pretty nice, the level of terror they can inspire. Later on when you don't run into one enemy every like 10 minutes, it's multiple enemies and you don't have the means to dispatch them, so you have to rely on hiding. So this is us finding a map of this floor of the apartment block we're in. One thing that confused me was how movement works on this. I would have hoped it would be orientated in the way that you're currently standing, so if I was to move to my right it would move on the map to the right, but actually the door that I'm right next to is on my left, so it's a little confusing. But we're being given our first objective. Cheese Place is in 203. I'm going to try to get to room 203 and that is where I plan to end this look at. We will see if I can achieve that. It looks like he's pointing his gun forward, like finger banging again. That letter that was pinned to the map, I am not... well, no, save it for later. I hope that doesn't impede my progress, but I don't want to give away too much of the story by reading everything. Now, because there's darkness here, I can't see what this is. However, I can just turn on my flashlight and see it's a plant. So, a plant called Chuck, for some reason. I don't want to run around with my light on, however, because I don't want to attract attention from a zombie there. So what we're going to do is we're going to run over here, we're going to put down a bit of meat, and then we're going to hide, and the zombie's going to go eat the meat. Which sounds like the world's worst porno. I'm going to sneak out here and come down here. And there's a zombie right there. So if I had walked into this room with my light on, the zombie would have came straight for me. I believe there's a second door here, right? Because that came in that door. Ah, but that's locked. Okay, fine. And this door is open, so we're into someone's bedroom. There's no zombies in here, so I'm going to turn on the light just so I can look around. He's stolen books from that library. Pick up another old note. And I will not read that right now either. And I'm going to turn off my light just before I go in this door, just in case. But it's pitch black, so I'm going to turn it back on. And there appears to be a bath filled with blood and a massively bloody hole in the wall. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little look at it. It's not just your imagination, trust me. Enter the hole. That's like classic horror movie mistake there. So now we're in a weird Silent Hill-esque atmospheric monster realm. I don't know for sure whether it's like an alternative reality or if it's his mind going slowly crazy with the disease that's turned everyone else into monsters. But I mean, that's part of the story, is working out what's really going on. So we're just going to move endlessly to the right here for quite a while actually, until we... there we go. There's no way this is still in my apartment block. There appears to be a beating heart on the wall. Look at the heart. And then there's suddenly a monster behind me, so I'm going to very quickly move to the right. And eventually something else will happen. Come on. I'm slowing down ever so slightly. And we will get out there with our lives barely. If that monster was really there, of course. I'm through! I thought it was never going to end. Hey, there's another mirror. So the mirrors are a bit of an interesting concept. I'm not sure if they're story relevant or if it's just from a gaming perspective to make things easier on you. If you look into a mirror, you can transport back to the mirror in your apartment. So there's some prawn crackers on the floor here, as I was saying earlier. Food matters. And there's also a plushie here, I think. No, it's a squid on a stick. Yeah, I think he wants me to go back and rest before I go on a bit, right? Or is he going to get angry at me? I'll try going back to my apartment first, because I can come back here just as quickly. So we'll look into the mirror. I should also point out, I'm playing this on the PS3 because I don't have a Vita. My monitor, or TV I'm using for this, is fairly big and it does pixelate it slightly. Oh, he's exhausted, so yeah, he does need to sleep. I would imagine it would be better on the smaller Vita screen, relatively speaking. However, it looks fine. I'm just saying, you can count out the pixels almost. In fact, I can see the 2 rows of pixels that make up one frame of the window, to give you an idea, because obviously you won't see it quite as well because it's condensed for the video. Sleep, and we'll see if we get a dream tonight. After he shrugs his shoulders a little bit. Yep, keep shrugging those shoulders. Nope, no dream tonight. But he did need a good sleep, so that's the game saved again, and we're going to come through here and hopefully just instantly teleport back to where we were, because that's where we need to be. I like that he kind of face plants the mirror, and that's what teleports him. So we're back at the creepy hole. We're going to go out into the hallway that had a monster in it, I believe. Yes, it did. That door is open. So now we're in the... Oh, don't turn that on. That was very silly. Let me just check my map for a second here. Yes, I think this is where we need to go, except the door might be locked. Yeah, indeed you are. I was a bit ballsy there. I'm not sure if you move too fast when they're looking the other way, whether or not they can turn around from the noise and hear you. I don't think that works like that. He is freaking out. But we'll just sneak past. I believe this door is locked. Yep, but that doesn't unlock until later, but this door should be open. So this is a stairwell. In fact, we should be on the left of the map, yes. However, the stairs down to the next floor here are broken, as we'll see if I examine this. Yep, there's no way he's getting down. Presumably because if he did jump down, there wouldn't be any safe way back up. So we will, however, go through this door. I think I might have missed something on the floor back there, so my mistake. Let me just go back. Yes, I did. Another diary page. Whose diary, I wonder? So now we're into... This is where we need to be. Apartment 203 is right here if the door is open. Indeed it is. And things look a bit nicer in here, don't they? Nope, he's not going into the bedroom yet, apparently. So we'll go in here and... Here we have Chi having a party with 2 older guys. So let's have a conversation with... I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. I think it's Chi or Chi. Did you bring her doll? I don't want to talk about that. Talk about what? Until you show me you can even hold it, let alone talk about it, I've got nothing else to say to you. I can't... Oh, I think I... Oh, I didn't mean to press that. I meant to bring up my inventory. There we go. I don't think this is the plush she wants. Okay, yes, I forgot to pick up one item. Now, where was that item? I believe it's in here. Somewhere. There it is! It's a weird old doll. Okay, so we're going to go through here. We're going to go back to her and give her the strange looking doll. So, what is this of? Let's have a look at it first. It's a dusty purple old things, gives me the creeps. It actually looks like the enemies to me. Here you go, thanks for that. I know it must have been hard for you. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't, huh? Well, I have what you asked for. Meet me outside when you're ready for it. And I don't know what you're saying, but hey, why not? First of all, we're going to talk to the party goers. So this is Ben Zito and this is Kenny. So let's talk to Ben Zito. You think it's safe to party here? I feel pretty safe. Ha 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 ha. I'm reading it out, by the way, in case it's not entirely readable. Audible? No, not audible. Readable. So I can either say that there's monsters out there, it's not safe, or forget it. I'm going to say that there's monsters out there because these people are weird. You must have seen them, the hideous creatures out there. Ben Zito doesn't care. He just wants to relax. I'm trying to save you. And he's quite safe, and then he laughs in a manner which is a little strange. How long have you been here, or do I know you? Do I know you? Ben Zito was your name, wasn't it? There's nothing wrong with your memory. I question that. I think you should go home to your parents now. I think his parents are dead. They'll get in here, you'll see. Parties always need guests, little man. Wouldn't be a party otherwise. Let's see what Kenny has to say. Why are you just sitting around at a time like this? And he's just going on about how lovely a party is. Lovely party? Or what's your problem? That's kind of the same reaction worded differently. Lovely party. What are you talking about? I said lovely party, my man. You're insane. There's monsters out there. Didn't you notice what's happened to the world? Nothing apart from the usual crap. Okay, now that can be... I don't know if that's said sarcastically. If you say it is a great party, I'm going to say snap out of it. Kenny, please snap out of it. Stop killing my buzz, man. I'm trying to help you. I'm warning you, there's things out there, bad things all over the place. Well, everyone knows that, man. Tell me something I don't know. You're dancing to no music? Anyway, think you're stressing about it too much? Fair enough. We're going to go out onto the balcony and have a conversation with Chi. So, she has left me a handgun, and I'm going to take it. I got the handgun. Now I feel a little safer, I guess. However, Chi has vanished, and this is just going to be the destroy. I can aim my gun with R1, I can press X to fire, and I can aim up, I can aim down. I can also reload, but I don't need to reload right now, I believe. And we'll go back into the party. Oh wait, is there something on the wall here? Oh no, he's looking at the devastation out in the sea. How did the disease begin to spread? It makes me sick. Let's go back into the party. And the party goers are dead. And 2 monsters have taken their place, so we'll do a little bit of combat here. If they get too close, you can peg them in the leg and they'll back off. Like so. Which is just as well, because I had to reload. There we go, they're dead. And so is Ben Zito and Kenny, as you can see on the couch there. If I turn my light on, damn, what happened? There was a party going on 5 minutes ago. I'm a bit worried, I'm not in good shape. And this is where I'm going to kind of wrap up my look at The Lone Survivor. I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far. If you've already played the PC version, I'm not sure the Director's Cut offers anything other than a means to play it portably if you have a PSV. However, if you've never played it and you're interested in a psychological Silent Hill-esque horror game that doesn't rely on jump scares, which is a massive plus in my opinion, check out Lone Survivor. I think it's probably reasonably priced. I'm not 100% sure what it is because I couldn't see it at the time I'm recording this because it's technically not out yet. Let's look at the bodies. What the hell happened? Oh no, what did he say there? What the hell just happened to me? Yeah, don't worry about the 2 guys gutted on the couch, just worry about yourself. Before this gets too more freaky, or before I give away too much of a story, I'll just let this fade out here and say thank you for watching. Any relevant links will be in the description below. Ta-ta for now.